Hello everyone, this is Maffuman for the StarCraft Star Battle. This is a 6-on-6 ship-building action game starring Locrian. Locrian's going to come on in there. Looks like they're going to get EMP. We got Clo coming in with the Leviathan. Leviathan 1.51 speed does have the evolve infield upgrades. Apnea. Starts off with Dark Swarm. Dark Swarm is going to give him a little bit area of protection. Has 1.61 speed. Thumper going to be there. 5 interceptors, really committing to farming and going into the interceptors upgrades air route. Looks like Predator is going to be there. Predator has 1.71 speed backlash rockets, and it looks like the last one is going to be Shaoran. Shaoran is going to be right there. 5 Needlisks, also farming. EMP'd by Sakravaka on the blue side, however, doesn't have any abilities. Neither does Clo right now. Looks like Devia is going to be in that gas, fighting off the Leviathan, but he's a ranged person. His missile's going to auto-target to something further away, going to shoot at Shaoran, going to move on back. Sakravaka does have the EMP on cooldown right now, ready to shoot again. However, again, they didn't have any upgrades, so it was a little bit less effective than it could have been. However, usually a good idea to do anyway. Looks like von Neumann has 1.71 speed, longboat missiles, protection from Hush. Hush has the EMP as well for the blue side. 2 Ravens, buddy system right there. Got a little bit of a Starscream on Locrian, Arbiter on Raven action right now. Starscream does have EMP. Starscream has a Electromagnetic Storm is being EMP'd by Locrian, fighting off the 2 people right there. We got Porn Nexus being sneaky. He is a Void Ray. He does have that warp. He's going to warp on back to base. Thumper wanted to find him, but the Void Ray moved on back to base. Hush is taking a little bit of damage from Apnea. Apnea does have Dark Storm. Will give him some healing, some protection, but very susceptible to EMP as well. Looks like Porn Nexus warped on back, going to be attacking on Clo, using the Devia as support as well. Thumper moves in. Thumper warps into support right there. He's a carrier. He is out of position, but because he is there, he is distracting. Clo uses the rocks as protection, moves towards his allies. Fantastic move. Broke the line of sight from the Void Ray, made the Void Ray unable to shoot, and then his allies are in position to help him out. Devia flying around. Thumper using those interceptors and shooting down, whatever he possibly can. Mostly farming, though. Looks like we have 3 up on the other side against Apnea. Apnea going to move on back smartly. Does have Shaoran as protection. He has a Weapon Needlist, which does give you a great amount of farming ability. However, without the abilities to do like Plague or Blaster or anything like that, he's a little bit less able to do some damage to capital ships, but just focusing on the farming. Hopefully nobody dies within the first 2 minutes is the gamble. If he doesn't, he ends up in a fantastic amount of money. Already had 532 to buy whatever upgrades are the most appropriate. It looks like Thumper is going to fly in there and see if he can shoot an interceptor. Does going to get shot with the interceptors at Starscream and Hush and Porn Nexus up there. Looks like Shaoran is going to move on back to base. 573, Locrian 627 267. Thumper warped on back to base. Apnea 461. Predator taking some damage. Is pinging hardcore right there. 1.71 speed. Should be able to make it down back to base. Just took a bunch of damage from Porn Nexus. He's going to get on back to base. Can heal up right now. Clo flying along the side. Went for the infield upgrades, which is fantastic. It just is 125 of your original about 250 money. So it's a little bit of a commitment right there. Blue side moving back. Looks like they are just slowly moving on back to base. They have all the support ships in the world, but they're really not trying to stay forever. Apnea launching a round of Scourge. Also has the Peanut Butter Jelly right now. Has the Dark Storm for protection. Has the Adrenal Overload for energy restoration, and Scourge for doing some damage. 250, but because he has the Adrenal Overload, he can support that a lot more easily. Hush moving in. He really wants to EMP. He sees that Apnea does have a very energy-intensive build, and forced him to use an Adrenal Overload, effectively doing 1,500 damage to Apnea, although we can heal it up relatively quickly. So 1,500, for the energy, and then you get about 1,200 life back if you use Dark Swarm. We have these House Tempest being taken out by Thumper. Those are just made by the base. Looks like von Neumann's going to use that scanner sweep. Porn Nexus flying around the back. He has the cloak, he has the blink. And Thumper And the blue side is just mostly at base, but they do have poor Nexus. Will they commit to actually attacking with him, or are they just going to allow him to farm? It's kind of a question of whether you feel like you're actually going to get a kill or not. And it looks like the red side is going to move on back to base. I think they do see the see poor Nexus back there, either trying to attack him or just realize that they are in danger right there. You got Davia moving up. Ooh, he's got that fusion torpedo. They're in the little tunnel right there, but he's gonna fly around the side. Von Neumann has that scatter sweep. It's going to at least give them some notice of where they are on the map. There's no cloaked void rays, there's no cloaked anything right there, but still having map awareness is always good. Knowledge is power, kids. We got Starscream moving up the side, has a electromagnetic storm, 450 to support it, and he can go in there and try to attack. Appia is going to use right there. Okay, so he did try to use it right there. He used electromagnetic storm. It will kill, Scourge eventually. It mostly just injured them. And with enough phase disruptors, you can actually 1-2 and take them out relatively quickly, mitigate them pretty easily. Shaoran 557. We got 377 from Apnea. Thumper 15 because he already spent his money on Tempest at 6 upgrades and 16 range. Locrian flying in, doing some the protection. We have Thumper. We have all the blue side flying in, moving in, going to EMP the Tempest, trying to go for the Overlord as well, and did hit the Overlord. They don't want to stay in the combat zone for too long, so they're going to move on back. They can heal through Tempest damage, but if you can avoid it, usually better as well. We have Predator moving up. We have these cute little Mutalisks spawned by the Swarm Command. Same thing with the cute little Corruptors. And they're taken out. Davia moving back to 45. He has Sakravia moving around the sides. Has Sakravaka has 174. Von Neumann 307. Starscream 430. Hush has 167. Not the most farmed. The red side has a farming advantage right now because they're also going into the attack. However, you got to keep in mind that there is also a carrier, and the carriers are going to skew that number towards the side with the carriers, because they are just cost so much money. You can either put money into interceptors or Tempest or anything else. We got Warp Prism taking some damage. These Tempests are just going to shoot whatever they possibly can see. Because they can see Von Neumann, they will. If he moved out of combat, then they'd shoot the Warp Prism. We got poor Nexus flying around the back, keeping an eye on him. He already has 700 money almost, and it looks like the blue side is making their advancement mostly. Apnea a little bit out of condition because he went for the Scourge, and it does a whole bunch of damage. Didn't take out Starscream, but then he also slows you down and channels you for a little bit of time. EMP being used on the Tempests. And with that time, he had to contest with so many people attacking him. He is safe though because he's with his allies. He's with his Dark Swarm. And he has enough life to support another Adrenal Overload. Looks like poor Nexus flying around the back. We're going to keep an eye on him. He's already at almost 1,000 money. We have Shaoran moving on the side, trying to do some damage against Von Neumann. Von Neumann uses that scatter sweep to notice where everybody is. They are, in fact, in the middle. Shaoran has a Psyblast. Just upgraded the 1335 right now. Mostly went for energy to shoot it more often than instead of damage per shot itself. Kind of a balance of both, and having a lot of money, having a lot of energy is helpful for that. It looks like Thumper gonna move on back. He has the interceptors. They're only at 10. I think now with his 828 money, he's gonna figure out which one he wants to commit to. Does he want to commit to more Tempest? Does he want to go for another ability entirely, or do you want to go for interceptors? Short answer, you kind of want all three, because you can't afford all three, you have to sort of choose sometimes. It looks like Klo gonna be along the side. He has that rapid regeneration. Fantastic move right now. If you're gonna be a Leviathan, if you're gonna be the tank, having the rapid regeneration is super helpful. It only costs 100 energy, and it heals you up because you can't get shields otherwise. And it does cost some energy. There are people who can drain energy. That's just the cost of doing business there. We got EMP Joust right there. Hush shooting Locrian. Locrian shooting Hush. And Predator being in the middle. And Predator is going to the flying on the side. He has the cloaked wraiths. But you really don't want to stay there for too long. You have backlash rockets and 1.82 speed. 1.82 speed is decent, but there's a void ray that is lucky on the other side of the rocks right there. We have A warp in by a Zerg unit by Leviathan. He's going to be EMP'd for his troubles, though. It looks like the blue side is going to move on, sort of stay in that area. We got Locrian, 123. Shaoran already spent his money. It looks like now the blue side is kind of like, oh, I guess we could advance through these rocks right here. They're still farming. And using very nice use of Chrono Boost right now to help boost Davia. Davia is going to launch his torpedo, hits Klo. Klo moving in, taking a whole bunch of damage. We got these Thumper Tempests at still at the 8 upgrades. He went for Vortex. He went for Vortex to help his allies out. Klo taking a whole bunch of damage, including, but not limited to, a torpedo to the face. And it looks like von Neumann is going to fly around. He has the one ability he has is going to try to 1.82 speed just protect Sakravaka. Oh, very nice use of the Scourge. The Scourge Plague is going to come on in. They're going to keep on going. An entire squadron of them going to keep on flying, and they do retarget to hit Davia. Von Neumann may or may not have survived that, but it does look like he will right there. Blue side in their base, taking their time, healing, and then moving out. They still have poor Nexus with, 524. He already spent his money. Look at how many upgrades he has. Now, in this time, the red side is relatively, protected only in the sense that they have so many people together. They have Vortex to protect them as well. The blue side might not see that the carrier has Vortex. They definitely have seen the Tempest. They've done that, but they can say, okay, the Tempest are only at 6, 8, something like that. Interceptors are at 12 upgrade. That's not the most. It's not the least. He probably has something else. And that could be range. That could be anything else. He doesn't have speed though. But they can't see the side upgrades right there. They can only see what they don't see. It looks like the red side's going to meander on back. Predator trying to protect the Tempest. Going to be warped on as soon as they are capable. It costs 225. You can't have more than 3 of them. So as soon as that one is dead, right there. Now Thumper could do it if he had enough energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We have Klo, the only tank on the on either side right now. He's more of a bruiser tank, sure, but he's the tankiest unit that is in the either side's army right now. So he's trying to get close. He has rapid regeneration. He's going to be hit right now. Poor Nexus going to punish him for trying. Oh, Thumper, other side of the rocks right now. Locrian has EMP, could try to drain some energy. Looks like we have 1, 2, 3 healers on the sides doing some stuff. We have EMP being used. Sakravaka has EMP, has defensive matrix, can drain energy, can protect his allies. We have Hush, has the EMP, focusing on that 450 range, speed, otherwise. Davia, oh, actually, he also has no upgrades really on his healing right now. Davia going in there. We have Torpedo hitting 1, 2 right there. Fantastic. We have Klo taking damage. We have Predator taking damage right now. We have Starscream giving all of the love he possibly can. He upgraded it from his 60 recharge shield ability to 180. And it really just is a matter of how much he can heal up. He is going to take some damage, but not the most. He moved away pretty far. Davia offering some protection with laser batteries. We have Apnea trying to shoot at poor Nexus. Poor Nexus being along the side. He is. Is he Wiggler? No, he's not. Is there a Wiggler? Yes, there is. Parasite from Apnea. Apnea really wants to parasite poor Nexus. That would be a huge pickup. It wouldn't kill him, but it would effectively mitigate the cloaking ability. He's going to warp on out. Apnea going to keep on going. He is stopping him with the Guardian Brutling Strikes right now. But look at this. Oh, Starscream taken out. Starscream taken out by Thumper. These interceptors, these everything else. While we're going on a Void Ray hunt, and look at this. Now the army of the red side is moving in. We've got the House Tempest. House Tempest or Sky Furies. We have the Thumper Tempest, which are Tempests, shooting at the tower. Tower already injured from previous battles. Going to move on in. Predator has 15 upgrades on backlash rockets, 165 per missile, attacking 6 times at 11 range. Will this tower go down? It may or may not. It probably will. We have a poor Nexus burning down the tower in the back, but will this be enough? We have this tower taken out, the blue tower. While this is happening, poor Nexus still dangerously tickling down this tower, unable to take it out just yet, but look how close it is. He's out of shields. He doesn't want to stay in combat for too long. He knows that the red side has probably noticed his trickery back here. It looks like... Oh! Shaoran moved the torpedo out of position just in time. Devia was killed by Locrian, and while he was attacking Apnea with his fusion torpedo, fantastic move by the Shaoran, moving on the channeled torpedo missile guy. It looks like Apnea is going to keep on trying his attempts to attack. But with the Rox's protection, he's going to be able to survive. We have Von Neumann moving out the red side, picking up somebody when they're about to lose somebody. Oh, fantastic shots on Hush by Shaoran. One more shot could possibly do it. Not quite, but look how close he is. He's going to be moving back and contaminated as well, giving enough time for this tower to take some damage. Taking a whole bunch of damage. Will it be taken out or will it not be? It's at the moment a 6 versus 4 right now. Poor Nexus, from a lifetime of farming, is just so heavy damaged, heavy ability. The Warp Prism is taken out. Will poor Nexus be able to pick up from there? He's extremely dangerous at 110 damage at .31. But will it be enough to actually take out somebody? We have Shaoran doing a whole bunch of damage. EMPs moving in. We have Apnea launching. Oh, the green yak is going to protect Von Neumann for another couple seconds, and he just runs out just in time. Poor Nexus burning some people down, figuring out which target to go for. EMP being used though. EMP from Locrian on poor Nexus makes poor Nexus a lot less capable of attacking, and he's going to be taken out by Predator. The fantastic use of EMP right there. Von Neumann protecting everybody. And it looks like the blue side, with their ace in the hole officially taken out, is going to be, just back in base. Now, the red side could still lose. It's just going to be a lot harder because it looks like the blue side is just going to hole up in base. Really good time for Thumper to go back to base. His 1,000 money can be better spent. He can warp on back. Von Neumann taken out while he is. And it looks like the blue side just gonna keep on attacking. We have Apnea launching in, Scourge being used. Sakravaka is gonna take a whole bunch of damage and taken out. The mothership was healing them. It wasn't fast enough. I think this is going to be GG. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys send your replays to MaffumanCasting. Press like, press subscribe. We are doing StarCraft Star Battle all the time.